Welcome to Mindful Musings, and today I have a breathing session for all of you. So, this session is actually a part of my Mindful May program that I am currently doing for the month of May, and I'm filming this class or session after the full moon along with the lunar eclipse, the full blood moon that we had in Scorpio, and we also had a lunar eclipse on the same day. I have not kept any movements for this class, reason being that I myself have a chronic illness, and for some reason the arthritic pain that I have just increases tenfolds when we have a Purnima or a full moon. But it also increases when I have when there is a lunar eclipse. I don't know, my energy was completely drained and I was not able to even complete my basic tasks, as a human being that we're supposed to do. So that's the reason. Breathing exercises really help me to feel grounded, feel balanced, feel fresh. So that's the reason I have kept this class. Since I'm filming it in the night, and since my program Mindful May focuses completely on relieving anxiety, I hold the classes or the sessions in the night time, so that once you're out of the class, once you are done with the session, you can directly go and get a good restful sleep. So in this breathing room or breathing class, we will be doing the same thing. I'll walk you through every breathing exercises that we'll do. We'll start with some cleansing breaths, a few cleansing breaths from the noses, both the alternate nostrils. Then we will move on to Chandra Bhedna, 6 rounds. Then we'll move on to full Nadi Shodhana, some 6 to 12 rounds. And then we will be building on Ujjayi Pranayam, or ocean breathing. It's also known as Darth Vader breathing or victorious breath. I primarily practice yin yoga, so Ujjayi breath is something that is not really required in yin yoga, but it's a very common form of breathing when you are practicing vinyasa form of yoga. So we will be doing that. It's beautiful. I'll explain why it's very helpful when it comes to a breathing technique, a very useful breathing technique. Then we will move on to a round of breathing. So that would include alkaline breathing, breath of fire or bhastrika, then power breathing, and then shamanic breathing. All of these breathing, half minute, 30 seconds will add up to 2 minutes in one go. That's one round. Then we'll take a 30-second break and then do the same thing for 2 rounds. And finally, we will end the class with 3 rounds of box breathing and 3 rounds of Chandra Bhedna with the Chandra Bij mantra. So I like to include a little bit of Samantrika, so that it just helps you feel more grounded. Now for this, you can actually keep you can darken your room if you want. You can sit outside the balcony basking in the moonlight. You can also light a candle. Let me light one for all of you, just to set the intention that today we want to feel grounded, we want to feel one with our breath. The best way of connecting with nature, as my guru says, is to connect with your breath. This is a beautiful candle by Ekam. I love candles by Ekam. And in no way this is sponsored, but it's really beautiful. It's velvet rose. Extremely beautiful and calming scent. So get into a seated position. You can also do this from the bed. Sit upright. You can be seated in an easy seated pose or Sukhasana. You can sit in Ardha Padmasana. You can spread your legs and sit out, or like spread it out and sit comfortably. No worries in that. And we will start with a few cleansing breaths. So what I want you to do is, you take your hand and right hand, and we will be using the thumb and the ring finger. So first I want you to take 6 clearing breath from your left nostril. So just close your right nostril like this, and then breathe out through your left nostril 6 times. With me. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Breathe in, out through your nostrils. Breathe in and out again through your nostrils. Now do the same thing from your right nostril. So you're expelling air out with a little bit of force. Take your right hand, close your left nostril with your ring finger, and then expel air out from the left nostril. Sorry, the right nostril. Six times with me. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This clears a little bit of your nasal passage, so that when you're breathing in through your nostrils, it's not too hard for you, or the passage is not too constricted. So moving on to Chandra Bhedana. So we in Chandra Bhedana, what we essentially do is we target the lunar part of our brain. The Ida Nadi is what we target. It's connected to the lunar part of our brain. So it's very beneficial for, very, very beneficial to do Chandra Bhedana pranayam before bed. It really calms you down. So your mind should always, it's not practically possible, but through pranayam and through breathing, what we try to do is we try to bring sattva or clarity, harmony in our brain. And sometimes when we are too caught up in our lives, we are working, there's basically no breathing space for us. So there's like a lot of rajas in our brain, and rajas is great, but it makes you really active before bed, and that's not really a nice thing. So we're going to calm it down, bring our brain to sattva, to clarity, to harmony, to peace, and we will be doing that through Chandra Bhedana. So Chandra Bhedana is when you will be taking in air through your left nostril and exhaling through right nostril. We will do that for 6 times. Not a full Nadi Shodhana as of now, just a Chandra Bhedana. It's from left to right. With me, we can do 6 rounds of this. So take your thumb again, take your right hand, and then take the thumb of your right hand, close your right nostril, take in from the left and exhale from the right. Exhale. We're going to stop there. Close the right nostril again, and then inhale from the left again. In, empty. In, empty. In, empty. In, I'm sorry, in from left, and then empty. in, empty, in, empty. Come back. You will feel a bit of coolness inside your nose. If you're trying to read your breath, you'll see that there is a little bit of coolness around the passage here. We'll do Chandrabhed now one more time for again 6 rounds. So again, take your right hand, close your right nostril first and inhale from left. Inhale left, exhale right. Inhale left, exhale right. We'll incorporate a count. So inhale for 3, 1, 2, 3, and exhale for 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Inhale from left for 3, 2, 1, and exhale from right 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale from left 3, 2, 1. Exhale from right 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale from left 3, 2, 1. Exhale from right 4, 3, 2, 1. Last round. Inhale from left 3, 2, 1, and exhale from right 4, 3, 2, 1. Come back to normal. So the reason why we had an extra count while exhaling is that the main abhyas in pranayam is to lengthen the exhalation. Overall, it is to lengthen the breath, but the exhalation should always be longer than your inhalation. When I used to learn yoga while I was in my high school days, I remember that my yoga guru used to tell that, you know, if you were taking say 100% of air, then you should expel 120% of the air. So that's the reason our exhalations should be longer than our inhalation. Always you can either have a count or just have a rough idea that your exhalation is longer. It really helps in your digestion. It helps in relaxing the nerves, and that's actually the normal thing. Exhales shouldn't be short. Exhale should be nice and long. Now moving on to Nadi Shodhana. It's a very common pranayam. You may know Nadi Shodhana as Anulom Vilom or alternate nostril breathing. So we will do it for one time but 6 rounds, and then I will teach you how to do Ujjayi pranayam. So again, we always use our right hand. We close our right nostril and we breathe in from the left. Exhale from the right. Inhale from the right. Exhale from the left. That's one round. Inhale from the left. Exhale from the right. Inhale from the right. Exhale from the left. Inhale left. Exhale right. Inhale right. Exhale left. Inhale left. Exhale right. Inhale right. Exhale left. Inhale left. Exhale right. Inhale right. Exhale left. Last round. Inhale left. Exhale right. Inhale right. Exhale left. Release your hands. Take a deep breath through your nose and exhale through your nose. So that was basic Nadi Shodhana for you. If you are practicing this on your own, then you can also do something is that you can take either one finger or you can take your middle finger and just put it on your third eye chakra, your Ajna chakra. That is basically the center of your forehead. I'm not going to go in very I'm not going to zoom in because I have a lot of pimples there and I don't want to gross you out. So this is what it essentially looks like. It's either this or just one or the middle finger. It depends on you. There are some schools who do this. I also like to take two fingers sometimes. It helps me relieve headache when I'm having a lot of headache. It really helps in that case. So that's Nadi Shodhana for you. You can do this any time of the day. It's very beautiful. It's very easily doable. Now we will be learning Ujjayi breath. Why Ujjayi breath? So Ujjayi is, like I said, it's oceanic breathing or victorious breathing. What happens when you do Ujjayi breath is that I'll try to explain this with an analogy. I read it somewhere and it was very beautiful. So for example, you have a pipe, a garden hose, okay, and it expels water. Now when you constrict a part of the opening of the hose, so for example this is the hose, and you constrict a bit of the part of the hose, the water that is coming out comes out much with a larger force and much more water. That is what essentially happens in Ujjayi. So whenever we are doing Ujjayi breath, what we do is that we constrict a little bit of our passage. So we constrict the pathway of the air, but in this case you are actually taking in much more oxygen and leaving out much more of your toxins, your carbon dioxide, whatever is not needed in your body. So it's basically like an oxygen mega dose in the form of breathing. It can be a little hard for you to understand if you've never done it before. So basically I'll tell you how you will know is that how to constrict the back of your throat. So you'll get a little sound when you're inhaling and when you're exhaling. I have been doing it for a very long time, so the sound is not very clear because it has become very normal for me. But whenever you're breathing in, so you're going to hear something like try to constrict the back of your throat. So for example, the air is going in, but it's very restricted because the back of the throat is closed. Okay, it's restricted. And then when you inhale, it's swirling and then it's coming out. The back of the throat is constricted. I really don't have an analogy here to explain you how it's going to sound. It's going to sound exactly like waves. So imagine yourself, you're standing on a beach late in the night, the sound of the waves is very clear. The natural flow of the waves is very clear. That sound is very clear. So it sounds exactly like that. That's how an Ujjayi pranayam sounds. So you take in your breath and you imagine that it's sounding like an ocean. The back of the throat is constricted. If it's a little harder for you to understand right now, keep the tip of your tongue touched to the front of your upper jaw, and then try to breathe in and breathe out. So basically what you're doing is that you're constricting the air flow. You feel like not much air is going in and not much air is coming out, but in reality it's the opposite. A lot goes in and a lot comes out. There's like an increase of almost 50% of oxygen in your body. It may be a bit hard for you in the beginning, but you will build on that. So don't worry, if you practice on a daily basis, it's great. Ujjayi pranayam is really beautiful. It's wonderful when you're doing a vinyasa flow. I will not go into vinyasa in very in depth, because it's not something I specialize in. I specialize in yin. But yeah, we can take 6 rounds of Ujjayi breath, and if you are not very clear on how to do it, just take long inhalations and long exhalations. I'll make a separate video on Ujjayi, because it to make you understand it's a little hard. So I'm going to do more research on how to explain it to people. To those of you who have understood, please follow me. We'll be taking 6 rounds. Your hands can be like it can be on your knees, or you can even keep them open, or it can be in a Anjali Mudra. Now with me, inhale and exhale. 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 Inhale, last round, and exhale. You will feel a bit of itchiness or dryness in the back of your throat if you have done this a bit correctly. So it's like, you'll feel a little discomfort initially in your throat. So that's Ujjayi breath for you. In case you have any problems regarding hormonal imbalance, especially my lovely ladies here who struggle with PCOS, PCOD, this is a wonderful pranayam for you. I'll definitely try to make a more detailed and a much more better explained video on Ujjayi pranayam, specifically Ujjayi. So now we'll do 3 rounds of breathing. This is to bring you into sleep, to clear you of every stagnant energy. So we are going to do 4 types of breathing. That's alkaline, breath of fire, power breathing, and shamanic breathing. Alkaline breathing is nothing but inhale through the nostrils and exhale through the mouth. So it goes something like that's alkaline breathing. Then we have breath of fire, which is a cleansing breath. So you inhale through the nose and you exhale through the nose, but a little rapid. That's your breath of fire. Then we have power breathing. Power breathing is the same thing but a little slowly. So you inhale through the nose and you exhale through the nose, but a bit slowly, but the force of in exhalation is a little high. So it goes something like this. That's your power breathing. And then we have shamanic breathing, where you breathe in through where you breathe in through your mouth and exhale through your mouth. So shamanic breathing looks something like this. We will be doing this for half minutes each, and we will be doing it, that will make it for 2 minutes, and then we will do that again 2 more times. So let us begin. Take a clearing breath and exhale, and we begin. Alkaline breathing. Breath of fire. Power breathing. And then shamanic breathing. Inhale normally and exhale. Take a break for a minute or half a minute, and then we'll come back. Normal breathing. Normal gentle breathing sounds. Start cueing your body for alkaline breathing. In through the nose, out through the mouth. And now we start alkaline breathing. Sorry. Breath of fire. Power breathing. Shamanic breathing. Exhale completely. Return to normal breathing. Center yourself maybe. Be comfortable in this pose for some time. We will slowly move on to our last round. And we start our alkaline breathing. Breath of fire. Shamanic breathing. Power breathing. And completely exhale. Return to normal breathing. Now you might be feeling very dizzy and sleepy, so I urge you to lie down, and once you lie down we will do one round of box breathing. So we will just bring our brain to a small box so it holds on to the box and doesn't fray away. Take your time to get into a comfortable position, a lying position. If you're not feeling dizzy, you can be seated, but in case you're feeling dizzy, please feel free to lie down. And then when you are ready, take a deep inhale and exhale with your mouth. Clear your body completely. You can even, like purse your lips and just let it go through your lips like this. Inhale through the nose and then exhale through your lips like this. Just so that you release tension from your jaw, your lips, where you hold a lot of tension. We tend to clench our jaws a lot. Now we will be taking in a breath for 4 counts, holding it for 4 counts, releasing it for 4 counts, and then holding the empty for 4 counts. So we'll do this for 1 round. Do it with me. Keep your eyes closed. Inhale for 4, 3, 2, 1. hold for 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale for 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold empty. 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale for 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold for 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale for 4, 3, 2, 1. And then hold empty for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now you may slowly keep on lying down, and I will just chant the Chandra Bij mantra for you just for 3 times. So basically we went through a big lunar eclipse and full moon, and I always believe in honoring the moon as a female, as feminine beings. The lunar part, or the feminine part, the yin part in us is something that comes from Luna herself, from Selene, Luna, or our dearest moon. So I really like to honor her. In Hindu mythology, though, we consider the moon as a male. We have Chandra Devta, but in other mythologies, in Wicca, I think, I'm not too sure, I'm not going to comment on that, something that I don't understand, but there are a lot of sects of people who really, honor the moon, and they say that she is the female energy, the feminine energy. So I have a deep connection with the moon. So you may lie down comfortably. I hope you're already lying down. Close your eyes and just listen to the vibration of my voice. I will be chanting the moon, the Chandra Bij mantra for you. Om Ram Reem Rom Saha Chandraya Namaha. Om Ram Reem Ro Saha Chandraya Namaha. Om Ram Reem Rom Saha Chandraya Namaha. Feel the vibrations going throughout your body, and gently imagine your body melting away. This is where I will leave you today. This is our practice for today, and I'll see you in the next session. Thank you for being here. Have a beautiful day or night wherever you are. Thank you and namaste.